Sura An-Naziat. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I swear by those angels who pull out the souls of the infidels with extreme force, and by those angels who untie the knot of the souls of the believers smoothly, and by those who float in the atmosphere swiftly, then proceed forward quickly, then manage to do everything they are ordered to do. You will be resurrected on the day when the shocking event, that is, the first blowing of the trumpet, will shock everything, followed by the next one, that is, the second blowing of the trumpet. On that day, hearts of people will be throbbing, with their eyes downcast. They, the infidels, say, "Are we going to be brought back to our former state of life? Is it when we are turned into decayed bones?" They say, "If so, that will be a harmful homecoming. In fact, it will be only a single harsh voice. And in no time they will be brought into the plain of Hashar." Has there come to you the narrative about Musa? Recall when his Lord called to him in the blessed valley of Tuwa. "Go to Pharaoh. Indeed, he has crossed all bounds. And say to him, would you like to purify yourself? And that I should guide you to your Lord, so that you fear him." So he, Musa, showed him the biggest sign, but he rejected and disobeyed. Then he turned back and tried hard to refute the messenger. Then he gathered his people and shouted and said, "I am your supreme Lord." So Allah seized him for an exemplary punishment in the hereafter and the present world. Indeed, there is a lesson for him who fear Allah. Is your creation more difficult or that of the sky? He has built it. He has raised its height, then made it proper, and darkened its night, and brought forth its daylight. And after that he spread out the earth. From it he brought out its water and its meadows, and firmly fixed the mountains. All this as a benefit to you and your cattle. So when the greatest havoc will take place, on the day when man will recall what he did, and the hell will be exposed for all who see, then for the one who had rebelled and preferred the worldly life to the hereafter, the hell will be the abode. Whereas for the one who feared to stand before his Lord and restrained himself from the evil desire, the paradise will be the abode. They ask you, O Prophet, about the hour, the day of judgment, as to when it will take place. In which capacity are you to tell this? With your Lord is the final word about it. You are only a warner for anyone who fears it. The day they will see it, it will seem to them as if they did not live in the world, but only for one afternoon, or for the morning thereof.